the MEGABASS zonk. It doesn't get much better for bass. This little lure has caught me more bass than any other lure which I own, and I seriously believe in its ability to catch bass. When I go fishing, I often go on my lunch break and I've only got 40 minutes maybe to go fishing, and I need to convert a fish, or I really want to convert a fish in that time. If I'm doing that, this is the lure which I go to. In this video, I'm going to show you how to rig it up and how to work it. There's nothing special about it, but I'll show you how I do it anyway, and you can do what you want from the back of that. So let me show you the gear which I'm using. First of all, this is the MEGABASS zonk. I don't think that the colours matter too much, because I think it's to do with the way this moves. I know a lot of people probably disagree with that. There probably is some truth in the colours, but I like the natural colours, so like these silvery blue colours. I think it mimics a Joey mackerel really well. These are the sort of white ones which I've got. I'm also a fan of white, so that's the pearlescent white ones. Now these lures have got a couple of unique things. First of all, they've got a carbon bib on them, which kicks out a lot of vibration, and when they go through the water they're very erratic. They've also got a little intake here on the back. I'm not sure if you can see this, but there's a little intake on the back, and the water comes in through here, which creates more disturbance. There's also sliding tungsten balls inside there, which help with the casting. They do cast really well. The hooks are incredibly sharp. These are the Zonk SWs, so these are the sinking versions, and they do sink quite quickly. The setup which I use with these is this little number here. So this is, now you don't have to get a rod like this. In fact, good luck trying to get a rod like this, because there aren't many of these in England. This is a Zanax snipe. Now this is a 7'8" spinning rod. It's made in Japan, handmade in Japan. It casts from, let's say, I think it's about 6 grams, or yeah, about 6 grams to about 32 grams, something like that. And it's quite a stout rod. You know, it's got enough backbone to really sort of like work the lures. And I've teamed that up with a SHIMANO Vanford, and this is a 3000 size. What I've got on here is 30-pound Suffix braid, just straight 8-stranded braid. It's connected here, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that, with an FG knot. Now the FG knot is a very famous knot, and I will show you how to do that right now. Okay, so we've had a look at the FG knot. The FG knot connects the fluorocarbon leader, which is this bit here, to your braid. And the reason you use a fluorocarbon leader is twofold. Firstly, for stealth, so camouflage. So for those of you who don't know, fluorocarbon has the same refractive index as water, which means it's basically invisible in water, or very close to being invisible in water. So it means that, like, when you're lure fishing, hopefully the bass can't see it. The second reason is it is much more abrasion resistant than braid. So if braid gets caught on rock, it will fray and break quite quickly. This stuff is built to sort of like take tough knocks and whatever, and it's a lot tougher than monofilament as well. So those are the two reasons you use fluorocarbon leader. On this rod, because it's got very small guides, I only use probably about a 3 foot, 2 to 3 foot leader, probably 3 foot on this, and on the end of that I'm using a little lure clip, which is that. And those lure clips mean that you can quickly take your lure, you can just clip it on like that and off you go. Then if you're not liking that, take that off and clip on your next lure and off you go. You've got a really quick way of interchanging your lures. I connect the fluorocarbon leader to the clip using an Albright knot. I think the Albright is probably one of the strongest knots, and I'll show you how to do an Albright knot here. So, the thing which you really want to know, how to work this lure. This is going to be really disappointing. This lure doesn't require a huge amount of anything other than you casting it out and retrieving it at a steady retrieve. So what I do, doesn't have to be mega fast, it has to be fast enough that it doesn't sort of like stay on the bottom, but like, because it will go right down to the bottom, but really a sort of steady retrieve with a high speed reel. And then what I do is I just impart a couple of little sweeps in there. So I just give it, I'm reeling, and then 1, 2. And what that does, and this is what I think helps sort of initiate those strikes, is when this is swimming along, it's doing its thing, blah, blah, blah. But when you give it that tug, it just accelerates. And what it does is it causes it the lure to sort of stall. It kind of goes through and then stalls, and it will cause an erratic flash. And I'm trying to think of something which I can equate it to in human terms. If you've got a cat, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If you've got a bit of string with a cat, a bit like lure fishing for cats, you've got a little bit of string and you let it sit there, the cat's not going to do anything. Move it slowly, yeah, it might get interested. Give it a tweak, that cat's going to pounce on it. And that is exactly what you're trying to achieve with the bass. I think they're very, very similar. You're just trying to trigger that kind of like predatory response out of them. They might not even be hungry. They might just be being territorial, but like just giving it that little tweak every now and then just grabs their attention. It will send out like a flash through the water. You know, with these more natural colors, they're very flashy, and like the flanks will just like go through and catch the light, pull the fish in, and then boom, and you catch your fish. I'll go and show you some footage which I took from one of my lunchtime breaks fishing sessions last week, only down in the water for 30 to 40 minutes, 3 fish. That's how good these are, and I've done that several times. It's not unusual to like get that. So once you found the bass, they just can't help themselves. The MEGABASS song, it's too good, too easy. Right, let's go and have a look at this footage. Yes, we're in! Aha! I knew it! This is the first fish on this new rod as well. Let's just work out where he's going. Ha 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 ha! Yeah! That had to happen. Oh. Okay, what can I tell you about this rod? Lovely rod. Absolutely nailed it. Okay guys, we got one. First bass of the season. It's about pound and a half. Let's go and put it back. Yeah, we're in again. Yeah. Good. It's only a small one. This one's only a small one. Oh, I knew there's going to be some bass around. Okay, only a small one. But yeah, take it. Back he goes. Oh, yeah, and we're into another one. Again, another little juvenile bass, I think. Nothing much. There we go. They're obviously here. This is where they're at. Fully lit knot, this one. Another bass. They're so strong, these fish. There he goes. Go on. Off you go. One thing to mention with these MEGABASS sonks, they're very expensive. So, I mean, you can pick them up for as little as £20, but they go for as much as 30. There is a cheaper alternative. Go and look up Momo lures on eBay. They sell for a tenner.